Hi, this is JP from The Lights Over Arkham. Welcome to day 8 of the Lure of the Valley campaign for Earthborne Rangers, and we have a lot of things to go through before we can start the day. So last time we managed to travel to Lone Tree Station, which will trigger our rescue mission. But we also have start of day entries we need to read. We have 94.7 and 216.1, and that is from the Spire in Bloom booklet, but we'll go through them in order. So, the last thing I forgot to set up was that we actually have passed the downpour weather. So now we have a perfect day again, which is quite nice compared to the downpour. We are not going to suffer so much fatigue as with the downpour. Okay, so we will start by reading 94.7 from the Lure of the Valley campaign guide. Let's search for that entry first. Okay. Read 1. If you've completed Rescue Lun, we haven't. If you're currently on Rescue Lun, Lun groans, but there's nothing you can do, can get him moving, and you're concerned that he might suffer permanent injury without the help of a healer. You do the only thing you can do, making him as comfortable as possible. You light a signal fire. I think it might be that we took too long to complete this because we are only arriving at Lone Tree Station now, so we don't have time to read this, because I think you have to. I'm just going to double check. This hasn't happened to me before, so we have to check the start of the day. So start of the day, how do we go by it? Game setup, player areas, draw starting hand, elect the lead ranger, shuffle challenge deck, set up a starting location, set up the weather card, set up mission cards, build a shuffle path deck, resolve arrival setup, finishing touches, place any token as described, start of day. Okay. Let's see, day tracker. So sorry about this boring bit immediately at the start, but it happens sometimes with these games. Ending the day 7 and 29. I'll check 29 first. Okay. Notable events. As you make decision, that we don't need. Day track. The day track on the tracking sheet keeps track of how many days have passed during your campaign. At the end of each day, cross off that day. Day track. During step 6 of setup, read any entries listed over the current day. So that depends if we resolve the arrival first. Set up weather card. And we do... unfortunately we first do the Step 6, read any entries listed over the current day. The campaign guide may instruct you to record entries above. Okay, so unfortunately we don't get to read Rescued Loon. but at least it wasn't a total failure. So let's get back to the story. Okay. Well, that's good to know going forward. So if you're currently on rescue Loon, Loon groans, but there's nothing you can do, can get him moving, and you're concerned that he might suffer permanent injury without the help of a healer. You do the only thing you can do, making him as comfortable as possible. You light a signal fire and then spread out looking for the tallest point to try and signal a rescuer. That evening, a traveling merchant on a pin crawler spots your signal. You set Lon on the back of the crawler and the merchant waves farewell as they head towards the nearest ranger station. So we complete the Loon rescue mission and record helped rescue Loon. Okay. Helped rescue Loon, and we complete this. And somebody pointed out that you don't record the helping hand missions to the campaign track, and of course we don't, because if you end the day and you have a helping hand mission, that mission goes away. So good eyes on that, viewer, and thanks for commenting, and keep those comments coming. If I do any rules mistakes, please point them out so I know better in the future. But that basically didn't matter, because we finished that quest in good time, so that is done. Now we read 216.7. Let's see. So this is from the Spire in Bloom, which we had to set forth in the beginning of the campaign. So I have no idea what this might be. Oh, it's 216.1. I can't make heads or tails of my own writing. Okay. You've counted many beautiful days in the valley, but today is shaping up to be particularly stunning. A soft breeze plays across your skin and the sun rises over the mountaintops, casting its golden light upon the newly bloomed flowers that cover the hillside. Hummingbirds and cloud hive bees flit here and there among them. You can't remember seeing so many flowers in one place in your entire life. A glorious morning, isn't it not? You're stirred from your reverie by a man's voice calling from the trail. You recognize Raymond from your travels. He often runs caravans of both supplies and people to and from Spire. He approaches your camp and shakes your hand in greeting. It's always a pleasure to meet a ranger on the trail. Looks like the weather is going to be perfect for the Blossom Festival, doesn't it? What good fortune. This is the first you've heard of a Blossom Festival, but you're not surprised by the news. There's been abundant and abnormal floral growth all over the valley for much of the current cycle, and Spire's Master of Revels, Etra Lash, is known to organize impromptu celebrations for occasions such as these. It is strange, you think to yourself, to see so many plants flowering at once, and so many out of season. You wonder aloud at the cause. Raymond laughs. I have responsibilities enough without troubling myself with such questions, he says. But if you want to unravel the mysteries of nature, I wish you luck on your quest. May the ancestors guide you. With that, Raymond waves goodbye and returns to the trail. You see him join up with a caravan of hover sleds and stilt horse wagons traveling in the direction of white sky. As you prepare for the day ahead, you imagine the delights that the Blossom Festival might hold: honeyed sunberry wine, the luxurious sounds of the dolewood lute, specially prepared foods and confections created by Spire's most talented chefs. Perhaps you should go to the festival grounds of Brookside, the small village on the riverbank across from Spire itself to see how preparations to the festival are coming along. Rangers are tasked with aiding the people of the valley in whatever way they can. After all, maybe they could use a hand. You start down the trail and watch as the Cloud Hive bees dance along the flowers. On the day track, record wild growth underneath the weather for today, 3 days from now, 6 days from now, and 9 days from now. On those days, use wild growth instead of the indicated weather. Return the current weather to the collection and replace it with wild growth. Record 216.2 10 days from now on the day track. If you complete it, remove the reclaimers, record it 6 days from now instead. Gain the cause for celebration mission. Travel to Brookside to see how preparations from the Blossom Festival are coming along. Okay, so a lot of stuff to record, and I'll do those once we have started, or before we start. So I think that is everything before we need to begin the day. So I'll just take my opening hand and then we can get started, and I can update the log. There's so many entries, so I'll do that off camera. Okay, so we'll do the arrival setup and stuff like that after we've done this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. We get Ghostblade, Walk with Me, Light as a Feather, Enthusiastic, Observant, and Masterwork. I think I need to find some gear. So I'll mulligan those. So we find the Universal Power Cells, Favorite Gear, Intention Translator, and another Universal Power Cells. So those are my starting hand for the day. And we'll shuffle the deck back. And with that, we are ready to begin. So without further delay, let's get started. Okay, and we are ready to begin. So first, let's look at the Wild Growth, because this is a new card for me too. So Wild Growth is a weather environment response after a flora enters play. Add 1 pollen to it. Response when there is 4 or more pollen on this card and or among flora in play, move them to this card and flip it. And Sun is add 1 pollen to a flora in play and discard 1 progress or 1 harm from that flora. Okay, then we'll do the arrival. So we read entry 2, but I think we have read this many times, but we'll just check if there are some entries we need to read. Entry 2, where is it? Laundry Station. Nothing. Okay, nothing to read. Then we search the pad deck for the next Predator and discard it. So we discard that. We'll shuffle these back in. And then we draw 1 path card. And then, yeah, we have the new mission course for celebration, so we'll read that first too. I'll just draw the path card first. So we find Cordo, Ranger Veteran, and we actually have to read that now. So 44. If you haven't received either the accommodation or intervention mission, go to 44.1, but we have We haven't found Cordo's quarry, so otherwise we read 44.3. You got to know Cordo Harmerson well enough during your training, but this time the old former ranger gives you a warm grin and clasps your hand. Welcome back, fellows. How's your patrol been treating you? You realize that with your training complete, Cordo sees you as fellow rangers and not novice students. Now you get a chance to see a side of the veteran hunter that you'd never known before. You get Cordo talking about some of his greatest hunts. He chuckles, well, my greatest quarry is the one I haven't caught yet. But in the now you know what, I'd better not talk about it. I don't want to send you to some hopeless chase. Clear Cordo with progress to ask him about this elusive quarry. Okay, and then we'll look at the cause for celebration mission. So this is from the Spire in Bloom. Etra Lash is planning a festival in Brookside to celebrate the sudden season of growth and renewal that has swept through the valley. Maybe you should check it out. When we enter Brookside, we read 1.222. Okay, so now so we have the journey Spire. So we are at Lone Tree Station, so we probably want to head to Spire, because when we get to Spire we can travel to the Brookside. So these two locations are on our quest track or mission track, so we need to get there at some point. And we'll flip the location, so we need 3 progress to be able to travel. So I'll just lay down some gear first off, and yeah, why not? We'll put universal power cells onto that, and we'll put favorite gear there as well. So a lot of energy spent by playing gear. Then we need some tokens onto these. And we get 6 on this one, am I correct? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4 gear spots used. One more. Okay, and well, we don't have a lot to do this round, so I think we will just do this. So search beneath the comforting shade of your Giga Redwood home to scout path cards equal to your effort, then draw 1 path card. So we'll scout because we want to find the way to fast travel. Okay, +1. And this doesn't trigger, nothing triggers, no active predators, so we get +1. So we immediately shuffle this, but we will scout 4 cards and draw 1. And I forgot that we shuffle this back here after this test effect results, because if we pull out a card that has the bird of prey, so the red encounter icon, we have to resolve that. We scout 4 cards. I think we this is a new one from the Spire in Bloom, so we'll grab this. And this can come, and this can go beneath the deck. So we draw the Olive Ranger Aspirant. I think we want to talk to her because she's a new one. Okay, so we read 209 from the Spire in Bloom booklet. Okay, I might as well keep this somewhere handy. 209. Olive, Ranger Aspirant. If Olive earned her cloak, no, otherwise go to 209.2. I had you spot Olive Sol sitting on a low branch overlooking the southern woods. Having gone through much of your training together, you remember Olive well, but you also remember that during the Atrox Mountain night hike, an important exercise in every ranger's training, she fell from a great height and broke both her legs. It was a sobering experience for everyone involved and a not so subtle reminder that the life of a ranger is often perilous. Because of her injury, Olive needed to spend many moons in recovery and fell behind in her training as a result. It does your heart good to see her up and about again. She cautiously hops down as you approach. "Hey, how's your patrol going?" she asks. "Must be nice to finally be done with your training, huh?" Her voice is tinged with a bit of envy. Clear Olive with progress to ask her how training is going. Okay, I think we want to do that next turn. We only have this energy left, and it is a bit risky to traverse with only one, and we don't have any way to boost that, so I think we will rest for this round. And no point in scouting one card because I know the Spirit Speaker Null is next up in line. We draw a Phosphonic Headset, that's good. And we'll draw a path card, and surprise, it's Spirit Speaker Null. We read 45. 45, where is it? Okay, so if you haven't received neither, we have, so go, did we speak with a spirit? I think we did. Or spoke with a spirit. Okay, so we get to read something new. 45.2. Nala smiles when she sees you. "I spent more time speaking with the Verdesian plant you and I found at the market," she says. "You'll be happy to know that I can hear the spirits of the Verdesa again, though only faintly." She's distracted and worried about something. "The spirits of the valley is agitated as well. Be careful out there. Don't be shy asking the ancestors for assistance. Speaking of which," she says, "would you like to assist me by accompanying me to the market again?" Clear Nal with progress to discuss another trip to Kobo's market. Okay, well, if we do that, then we can't get this helping hand mission, which is a bit awkward. So first off, I will play down this. I will scout 2 cards. And I think the Shale Scree can go to the bottom, and we'll keep the birds. And then I will first talk to Olive, Ranger Aspirant, and I'm going to use the intention tracker or translator. So we are 2 versus 1. -1. We only get 1 progress. That's a shame. And nothing triggers. Okay, we'll traverse, and hopefully we should have 2 of these. Did I forget to add? Yeah, I forgot to add most of the energy. So I added these 2, but then I didn't add these. I haven't played anything, right? Okay, so I spent 1. Okay, sorry, sorry, I'm messing up already. Okay, so we are going to traverse by 2. And I spent that already, so we are going to add 2 progress here. Then add 1 pollen to a flora in play and discard 1. Okay, no flora in play. Nothing happens. Olive uses her training to help you out. You may discard 1 XP from Olive to add 1 progress to another path card. Response after a path card is revealed. If the location is not a ranger station, add progress to Olive equal to the clear card's presence. So that didn't trigger. Let's see. Do I really want to scout more? Because now I know what's coming and I'm not particularly trying to find anything. So I think not. I will just rest. Or I might as well try to remember. We fail and nothing triggers. Okay, we'll rest. We draw the path card and it is the agitated meadow larks. And we forgot to draw a card, which isn't helpful at the moment. Okay, well, I will connect with Olive again. Not going to use the favorite gear. 2 versus 1 plus 1, so we add 3 and we clear Olive. So we get to read 209, I mean, and it is from this booklet. If otherwise go to 209.5. Okay. Training is, well, it's been difficult, she says. I've learned about as much as I can about being a ranger. I've spent a lot of time in the library reading books and studying maps, but I haven't had the courage to go back out into the field since the accident. She lets out a long sigh. Maybe Bo was right after all. I'm just not cut out to be a ranger. You tell Olive that you're sorry to hear that she's having trouble, but that she shouldn't give up. It's surely only a matter of time before she's ready to get back out there. Maybe, she says thoughtfully, and at that this light seems to kindle behind her eyes. Say, would you be willing to help me? You're right. I can't just sit around at Lone Tree Station for the rest of my life, but I'd feel a lot more confident if a full-fledged ranger was by my side. What do you say? Absolutely, let's get out there. Or sorry, Olive, you need to figure this out on your own. Discard Olive. Okay, so I think we'll pick the absolutely option. So discard our progress from Olive and attach helping hand mission to her. Add as many XP to Olive as you think she needs. Then clear her with progress to see if she's ready to overcome her fear and finally don the cloak. Okay, so we attach the helping hand. To Olive and clear our progress, and now that is our mission, and we don't record it anywhere. So next I will avoid this lark. We succeed. We don't want to get any fatigue. Oh yeah, we might want to clear it for the quiet mission. Let's check out the next two path cards. We have a Predator and Chalet Scree, so it is an obstacle. I think we'll put both to the bottom. Hope something not that serious comes along. We will traverse the Lone Tree Station. We add 2 progress, so we are ready to travel. So we might as well travel next round, maybe. I could add 2 progress somewhere, but nah. Okay, well, I think we need to get moving, so could go to the boulder field. But as I remembered correctly, incorrectly last time, we had removed the caustic mulcher from the woods deck, so no cards were missing from there. So you can't clear lure with only cards from there. So we need at least this one, which I think we'll do. So we'll rest, or we'll try to remember first. We scout 2 ranger cards. I'll take Nal's Understanding and let's keep Walk with Me. Or yeah, let's keep it on top. So now we rest and draw a card and regain our energy. And as long as it's not an obstacle, we can just travel if we want to after we kill off the birds. But maybe it's more prey for us to get. It's the circling Irix, which is annoying. Oh well. And it is a persistent card. That's annoying. Let's see what's coming if we have time to deal with it. So, topside mast. We could fast travel. But we really want the wood set. Okay, we can just defeat that travel and or clear that with Null's Understanding, maybe. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. Either way, we'll put that on top and first off, we will use the Ghost Blade to slice this. I'll commit this card. No, let's take a risk here. Well, it is a +1, so we put this underneath the path or underneath lure here. I'll keep lure quiet here. It is a bit easier for me to see how many cards are underneath there now. And then we'll hit this one. Oh yeah, if this being is within reach, it isn't. If there is an active predator, exhausted. Okay, I'll resolve this one first, so we'll exhaust this. We'll add harm here equal to the predator's presence. And if there is 2 or more active predators, one of them, and okay. Well, we want to keep the Olive healthy, because Olive would have died for that hit, because she only has 2 health. Okay, well, our second energy will commit this and try to hit this with it. It is a -1 and we suffer an injury. Okay, yeah, I forgot this can cause us injuries, so okay, I'll reverse that, because the presence is 2 and we only have effort of 1 or 2. So yeah, sorry for taking backsies here, but not gonna mess up that immediately. So first off, we'll try to find more icons. So we are going to remember. We succeed. Well, that's at least useful. When we need the ranger belt before we can play that. So I think we're just going to have to keep this tagging along with the persistent. Actually, now that I think of it, I have to check if the persistent does exhausting the being do anything for that. I don't understand why this is in the middle of the book. It's always so hard to find. So persistent, ready or exhausted, and all cards attached to them remain in play when you travel. Okay. So it will tag along and we can try to defeat it next round after we travel. But before that, I would really want the 3 presence location to come out. So I will slow play this. So I will connect with this guy. So we succeed with the help of that, which we exhausted. We get to add 2 progress here, and next round we can just get rid of it with Nell's understanding. Nothing triggers from that. And I think we are going to rest here. Another headset doesn't help us at the moment. And we get the topmast, and I'm not going to read it. We can fast travel by moving here, which we are not going to do. Immediately I will scout and try to find the thing we are trying to find. Spiderline station. Okay, well, let's put that on top. Okay. Nell's understanding. Clear this. Nothing much to do here. Okay, well, we'll try to find the correct card we need. Again, should have 2 here. So we are scouting or doing this test here. Okay. Nothing triggers. We scout 3 path cards, 1, 2, 3, and draw 1. Agitated meadowlarks. Okay, that's good enough. Let's put high pimpet underneath and this one on top. And we will hit this bird with this, defeating it, putting it underneath here. And feature no flora. Okay, nothing triggers. Okay, I think we are ready to travel, so I'll travel now. So we will travel to Boulder Field. So Lone Tree Station goes away. Let's find Boulder Field. This stays in play. These go away. I'm just curious how many cards. Okay, it was all the way. Yeah, we put it to the bottom early on, so that was our mistake. Okay, and figure out the bad deck. So these go away. We get the wood set. We put the mountain set away. We redraw the moment. And we still have to draw 3 valley cards. Okay, let's pick that one. And then we do the arrival setup. Oh yeah, we do this before. So draw 1 challenge card and do the following based on the challenge icon. It is the mountain. Draw 1 path card. Okay. Ren Kobo Merchant. We get to read that, but I think we've encountered him. We'll just check if there's any new entry. 83. We are not going to trade with him. Yeah, nothing special. Then we will get our energy back. And we draw the start of turn path card, which is overgrown ticket. So after a flora enters play, add 1 pollen to it, and we'll use these tokens as pollen. It is an obstacle. After a path card is cleared, if the location is not ranger station, add XP. Okay, so we need to clear that. First off, we will scout the path deck for more prey. We don't want the tenebrae or the sunberry bramble. We want prey. And reduce the presence of all beings in play by 1. Okay. That's helpful. Basically, we can hide between the rocks. Okay, first off, we will traverse overgrown ticket. I'll commit this. We succeed. It is cleared. Nothing happens when it's cleared. And we get 1 experience. Let's see. Yeah, it's not a... After a path card is cleared, if the location is not ranger station, add XP to Olive equal to the cleared card's presence. So we add 1. Add 1 progress to the location. We don't need to do that. So 1 progress to the station, that's our location, that's great. What other stuff we want to do here? Not much. I think we aim for maybe 5 experience. Maybe that's enough. I have no idea what's enough, but I think 3 is not enough, but we'll see. So we are going to remember. We succeed, and we add 1 progress to the location. That's great. We get to look at 1 card. It is another Ghost Blade, so I'll pick that because this is running out of charges fast. And we need to be ready for quiet, possibly. And I think we will rest, because no point in doing anything else this round. No unnecessary actions. We draw Sitka Dough. That's great. We can off it and put it underneath there. So first off, let's search for more things to off. So we find the Sitka Buck and put the Predator underneath there. First off, we will use Ghost Blade to hit the Sitka Dough. We deal 2, that's enough. This goes underneath here. So we need 5 or more total, so we need 2 more. We add 1 here. So we're just progressing by doing stuff. That's always good. We might as well... yeah, we might as well try to remember again. +1, nothing triggers, so we get 3 cards to look at. And Pocket Belt Pouch is perfect. And these are great too, so we'll keep all of this on top. And we'll play the Pocket Belt Pouch, and now our gear takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, but when this runs out, or at some point we could change something. But yeah, we'll rest. And we draw the Sitka Buck, which we will chop off immediately. And I'm committing this to guarantee that a -1 still kills it. Well, +1, we put this underneath here. And nothing else happens. We will scout 2 cards. None of these are usable. We need to find 1 more prey. Oh yeah, and we have cleared 2, so we get 2 more cards here. But reduce the presence of all beings in play by 1. So we don't get any experience on top of... so because it's... yeah. Only from clearing other path cards. That sucks. Okay, well, we are just going to rest then. And we draw Prowling Wolfhund. Well, I think we are going to just replace this one. Avoid this one. It is only presence 1, but still we don't want it to be ready. It is exhausted. And no active predators, so we will just shuffle this challenge deck. Then I think we'll try to connect with it to possibly clear it with connecting. That is so that we get experience here. And we want to save the Ghost Blade for clearing 1 more prey and then quiet possibly. Okay, we'll connect this. It is presence 1, so we are 2 versus 1. I'll go 4 versus 1. 0, we add 4 progress. No flora. We add 1, so we are ready to travel. And we'll rest. Or yeah, we first scout 2 cards. So we find the last Sitka buck, and we put the biting flies underneath here. So I think we will remember. We succeed by 1. We get this card, and then we rest, and we draw Boundary Sensor. This readies, and we get our energy back. We draw the last Sitka buck. So none of these trigger if I, for some reason, miss this. So I'm going to use the intention translator to connect with this guy first. It is a -2, for the love of God. That fails. If you have 3 or more fatigue, I don't. That sucks. If there is an active predator, exhaust it. Add harm here. Okay. Oh well, we'll try to kill off the Sitka buck so we can do the quiet lure when we travel. Still don't understand. This really doesn't do that much if we don't have any flora. Of course, I'm cycling all the flora to the bottom of the deck, so maybe that's it. So we are using the Ghost Blade against this. 0, 3 is enough. That goes underneath there. Again, it is 0 presence, so we don't get the experience. But nothing else triggers, so that's good. And I think we will just travel. No point in staying here. So we'll travel. This goes away. These go away. Location goes away. We'll travel to Kobo's Market. Yo. Kobo's Market. So now we get to read this. Arrive at a new location while there is 5 or more total presence of prey set aside, 1.42. But we'll do that in a moment. Oh yeah, bye bye. Ren, no, we don't need you. We need new cards from the Valley set. Give it a shuffle. Oh yeah, and we traveled through the grassland, so we need the grassland set. And we need a new moment. Okay, so we have to search the path deck for the next feature and put it into play. Harvest Anthill. Then we'll read 1.42 and it is Lure Quiet 1.42a. It took some time to find enough bait and even longer to get close to one of her hunting grounds. She's nowhere to be seen, but you don't have any interest in using yourself as bait. Instead, you release the prey animals and observe from a distance. You wait for hours before you spot movement. You hold your breath and the sleek, shadowy form of the largest bearded lynx you've ever seen slips out of the underbrush. With Quiet right before you, you have a choice. You can try to understand and perhaps even befriend the lynx, as Nell would want, or you can try to kill her and ensure the valley's safety, as Corbo would want. Flip the Lure Quiet card over to the confront side, but don't change your mission log. If you don't complete the confrontation today, you will have to track her down again. Put Quiet into play within reach of a ranger of your choice, but do not read her entry. Return all set-aside prey to the collection. Then, if you're understood the mulcher, we didn't understood the mulcher. Found the perfect, help rescuing. Okay, so we just removed Okay, so we don't read anything else. So this flips to confront side. You found the mega predator. Now it's time to deal with it once and for all. When the subject of this mission is cleared, resolve the following effects instead. Clear with harm, permanently kill the majestic mega predator, read 1.44, or clear with progress, befriend and calm the mega predator so it's no longer an issue, 1.42. It has 3 presence, so that will put a lot of progress onto our newbie ranger. So those go back there, these go back here. And sun is if the predator has 2 ranger or more progress, resolve its bird of prey effect, and mountain is if the predator has 3 or more ranger harm, move it. Okay. And we read we read 16 from here. We'll just check if we have to really read it. Let's see. Is Spirit Speaker Null is in play? No. If Kobos Market is flooded? No. Otherwise read given Ren Kobos Messian Heritage. It's not surprising that he set up his market next to it to a clear spring-fed lake. You see the market bathed in sunlight, bursting with waves from both inside and outside the valley. You hear the joyful chatter of bartering customers and merchants as you approach. Okay, nothing special. Okay, and we regain our energy. We need to deal 5 harm or 5 progress to it, which is a bit of a hard thing to do. Okay, but we got observant, so that might help us to use the Ghost Blade efficiently. We'll still draw a morning root, and it is a flora, so now it gets some pollen. And I think we will try to avoid it first. Oh yeah, it ambushes us, so we'll suffer 3 fatigue also. Okay, well, we'll try to avoid it, and yeah, we'll avoid it. We succeed, barely. No active predators in play. Next, we will we'll use the Ghost Blade. We'll commit Observant, and we'll take 1 fatigue. We'll add 1 more from this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 3. 0. That's just enough. So we just slay Quiet, and I know many will try to befriend Quiet, but when I first played this campaign through, I befriended Quiet, and it is a nice card, but I want to see what happens when you slay Quiet. So we'll get 3 tokens here, and add 1 pollen to a flora in play. Discard 1 progress from a flora. Okay, so it is getting pollen. So we get to read 1.44. Confront Quiet, go to 1.44a. You stand over Quiet's lifeless body, a beautiful being, even in death. You know that many in the valley will sleep better when they hear the news, but their joy will be tempered. A being of great power has departed, and all will mourn her passing. Complete the Lure Quiet mission. Permanently remove Quiet from the valley set. Gain the Link's Fur Cloak reward card. Each ranger suits 2 fatigue. Well, that's a new reward I haven't seen before, and it is this one. So 2 awareness, great icons, exhaust. When you would suffer 1 or more fatigue from a path card, reduce the amount of fatigue suffered by to 0. So that's good. I'll put it over here so we can upgrade our deck with that. I think I will once I get to rest. So Quiet goes away permanently, and we complete the Lure mission. And Link's Fur Cloak. And Lure Quiet is completed. Okay, and I think I will, let's see, oh, this is an obstacle. So X is equal to the number of harm on this feature, and yeah, if there is 1 or more progress on this feature, the ground sinks under your feet. Discover 1 progress. Okay. We need to basically clear that once we have the chance, but first off we'll scout. Okay, I think we'll grab an easy antelope. Then we'll start connecting with Olive. Oh, we cleared her. Okay, well, that happens. So 3 progress. We suit 1 fatigue. Enthusiastic. If there is an active hungry scoffer, no. If there is an active prey, no. And we clear Olive. Read 209 with 4 XP on her. Okay, thank God. So check how much XP is on Olive and read the corresponding entry. 4 per ranger or more. Yes, Olive says with confidence, I am. Okay, let's start from here. As you have been traveling with Olive, you... Okay. Okay, as you have been traveling with Olive, you've noticed your shared mentor Calypsa secretly watching nearby, although Olive seems oblivious. Well, if it isn't Olive's soul, Calypsa says, emerging from her hiding spot. This is a surprise. I could have sworn that you had told me you were going to give up and go home. Yet here you are. Olive does her best to mask her surprise. Did I say that? She replies playfully. I guess I changed my mind. Nothing would make me happier, says Calypsa. Are you finally ready to complete your training? And we have 4. Yes, Olive says with confidence, I am. Well, Calypsa says, it seems to me that you're finally ready to don the cloak. You better believe it, Olive says, beaming. You have proven not only your resilience and understanding, but your dedication as well, Calypsa says. I am so very proud of you. You can tell from her smiling eyes that she means every word. Tonight you will swear your oath. Tomorrow you will be a ranger. Oh my gosh, really? Bursting with joy, Olive floats over to you to give you a tight hug. Thank you, she says. I'll never forget this. She gives you 1 more squeeze, then hurries off to prepare for the ceremony. Discard Olive and return Helping Hand to the collection. Permanently move Olive to the valley set. Record Olive earned her cloak. On the campaign tracker, each ranger suffers 2 fatigue. So Olive goes to the valley set. We remove the helping hand. And Olive earned her cloak. Did I forget something? Okay, we didn't get any reward, but probably when we encounter her again. Okay, we suit 2 fatigue. Observant and Circus Route, so we have plenty of cards now. And Olive is now in the valley set, so we don't encounter her in the Lone Tree Station anymore. Okay. Well. Now we need to get rid of this and then progress. So I think we are going to rest now. We are running out of deck. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So third of our deck remaining, but that can go fast, as we have seen earlier. So we are resting. We draw Masterwork. Oh yeah, last round, let's do that. I did play the boundary sensor to erase this empty intention translator. No, I didn't have the energy for that, so we played a new intention translator. And we draw an Artilope, and now we need to get rid of that obstacle first. I think I'm going to first scout the path deck. Ranger Cass is okay, Hungry Scarf is not. Then I will play Boundary Sensor to replace this one. I think we have scouted enough ahead. We will avoid this. Succeed. We add 1 polyp here. Okay. We will connect with this one. No. We can just traverse this, and we will commit these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 effort. -1, it is 4. No active Hungry Scarf, no active Prey. Hopefully next round we get rid of that. We might as well connect with this one. 2 versus 1 plus 1 is 3. 3 progress and nothing else happens. Next round hopefully we get rid of it. We will ready or rest. masterwork, and we get the ranger cache, and we read 79. Yeah, 79. Ranger cache, you barely notice the sigil carved into a nearby rock. You don't see any sign of the ranger cache, but you whistle the 5 tones that Ben Amon taught you during your training, the illusion of a rocky outcropping covered in lichen, flares and fades as the lenser deactivates, revealing 4 carbon-forged chests bolted to the rock. Okay, so we can move here or search this by using awareness plus compasses. Difficulty 2, we move our ranger token on this card, and then you may search your deck for gear and equip it. We don't need to do that. And each ranger shuffles 2 cards from their ranger discard into their deck. That is actually useful to give us a bit more time. But first we'll scout the next card. We don't want to see that. Okay. We'll connect this first. We still need 2. Should I commit the master? I'm committing the masterwork for this. Okay, we didn't need to, but we clear this one. Nothing triggers. We will traverse this. We clear this one. Nothing triggers. We will try to go on to the ranger cache. +1, we succeed. Our ranger token was not here, so we'll go here. So we don't do the search action, but we will put 2 cards back into our deck, and I'll put Nell's Understanding, and 1 Ghost Blade. Okay. Maybe we don't need that. I'll put Boundary Sensor just in case back into our deck. So basically we bought ourselves 2 more rounds before we get fatigued out, which is useful. Nothing triggers, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's play this here, or actually let's play it here. Then we'll rest. And hopefully we can traverse now towards Kobos Market, so we can travel and end the day. We draw Blood Beckoned Velux. It has ambush. Well, that sucks. We will avoid it. We succeed. We add 4th polyp here. So unfortunately these move here. This flips. Response: when there is no pollen on this card, flip it. Pollen clouds, weather environment, 4 pollen, and bird of prey. Achoo! Discard 1 pollen from this card. Each ranger discard 1 energy and suffers 1 fatigue. So we have hay fever, or we are allergic to pollen apparently. But nothing else triggers. We will traverse here. Actually, first we will try to find a... we'll try to remember. We succeed by 1. That's great. We find the light as a feather, so now we can traverse immensely better by committing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 1 is 4. That's enough. And I think that's everything. We might as well travel and end the day. So we will travel to Spire. So we are entering Spire Crossing next time, and we are moving through the lake shore. So let's update this, and we will camp here. Of course, if I really wanted to push this, I might try, but not going to risk it. I want to add that to my deck. So Spire Crossing and Lakeshore. Okay, and we cross off day 8. So tomorrow, day 9, it is a perfect day, nothing to read on the tracker. And we are in Spire, and we can start we have to go to Spire Central and then to Brookside to complete these 2 missions, but that is missions for another day. So that was a good day, in my opinion. We got a new card reward, which I will probably add immediately into the deck. Lynx Fur Cloak, and we completed a bunch of other stuff. So hope you guys like this playthrough. Thanks for watching, and until next time.